Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix Show. My name is Chris Wong. I got a bunch of entertainment news for you today. Some big DC drops, actually, this time around. But before we get into that, actually, I have to share this little thing here. It's my merchandise store. Yes, the Teespring. I just want to remind you, I got some new shirts, including this one that just came to me today. It's a new Ping Pong Flix shirt. I might want to add my wife. Did all the designs for this, like literally all the designs. You know, you got the Flash one, you got the Let Them Fight one, which is pretty awesome. It may look like an older version of me, but that's okay. It's cool. And there's this one that's on the back with this one little on the front. And then there's a new one. I didn't have a sample to show you live, but it's pretty cool. It's a Zack-activated shirt with a little Thunderbolt from Flash Thunderbolt a little bit. And it does say like Ping Pong Flix Show over here, but oops, sorry. Zack-activated. So take a look at that. And these things keep popping up. But yeah, check out my store. Link is in the description below. Also on the bottom, if you're on the computer, and I don't know if it's on the phone as well, but you can see the merchandise, the shirts right on the bottom of this, right below this video. They should have some stuff. So yeah, check that out. Let me know what you think, and yeah, check out the entire store too. We've got mugs and stickers and what have you. Tons of stuff, hot dog stuff as well. But I'm really proud of that. That's awesome. My wife is just makes some incredible work. All right. Let's get into the topics now. So the first topic of the day is going to be about Army of the Dead. There is the rating, and we already know the rating. Really, it's really simple. It's it's rated R, of course. But then this was pulled out thanks to some boy. Army of the Dead, rated R for bloody violence, gore, and language throughout, some sexual content, and brief nudity, graphic or graphic nudity. So it's got all that stuff. Everything that needs to be rated R is right there. It's going to be a no-holds-barred Zack Snyder R-rated extravaganza, and I can't wait to see the teaser coming out this Thursday. So remember, teaser coming out this Thursday. I hope it drops in the morning. I don't know, but I'm really excited for that, and I can't wait to see this teaser that's coming out. So excited, very excited to see what happens with that. All right, now a little bit of Marvel Spider-Man 3 Marvel. There was multiple polls today from all the different cast members. Tom Holland and Zendaya and I think Jacob as well. They all put out, the one who plays Ned. They put out these fake posters of what the title of Spider-Man 3 is going to be. And when Tom Holland put it out, he put out that it's going to be this one right here. I'm going to pull it up. Spider-Man Phone Home. So all of a sudden people are making videos. Putting posts. The official title of Spider-Man 3, guys, it's Phone Home, which sounds ridiculous, I might add. It has the home in there, but it's still ridiculous. And then later on, Jacob, I think it was Jacob, put out Home Wrecker. Right, Home Wrecker, and you're like, what? Or Zendaya, I don't know, one of them put out that, and then we kind of realized, wait a minute, this is totally like they're trolling us. Today, Spider-Man Home Slice. I was surprised nobody put Homeward Bound or Never Know Home. Whatever. I don't know. You can probably, a lot of people put a lot of stuff in there. Like a lot of people were playing around today in terms of putting all these different titles on there. Which is the real title? Are they all fake? Are they all real? They are not all real, but they're definitely, I don't know any of those that would actually make sense to me, but I just, I don't know. What would you think? What do you want Spider-Man title to be? It's going to probably have home in it, and, I don't know what it would be, but that's what happened today in terms of Spider-Man 3. There were some new images too, but there was nothing much. There was just the 3 stars looking at something. All right, so the next thing is a pretty big movie announcement for Warner Brothers and DC. There is a new Blue Beetle movie announced. This is coming from The Wrap. from our unfavorite Humberto Gonzalez. Exclusive, Charm City's director Angel Manuel Soto is set to direct Bashing Blue Beetle, DC and Warner Bros. First Latino superhero movie focusing on Jamie Reyes. And I'm going to read a little excerpt from the article here. Charm City Kings and director Angel Manuel Soto is set to direct Blue Beetle, DC Films and Warner Bros. First superhero movie starring Latino character. Individuals with knowledge of the project's exclusively tells the wrap. The screenplay is from Mexican-born writer Gareth Dunet Alcocer, I totally butchered that, who wrote Universal's Scarface remake and Sony's Miss Bala. You know that Universal Scarface never came out, did it? In DC Comics, Blue Beetle is the superhero alter ego used by 3 different heroes, but the film will focus on Mexican-American teenager Jamie Reyes, the 3rd character to assume the Blue Beetle mantle. It is an honor to direct Blue Beetle, the first Latino superhero film for DC, said Soto in a statement to The Wrap. I want to sincerely thank everyone at Warner Brothers and DC for trusting me to bring Jamie Reyes to life. I can't wait to make history together. The film is eyeing a fall production start with Zeb Foreman executive producing for Warner Brothers. So, Blue Beetle, at least this interpretation, was created by Keith Griffin, John Rogers, and Cully Hamner in 2006. Jamie Reyes was introduced during the Infinite Crisis crossover event ahead the launch of a new Blue Beetle in May 2006. In contrast to Cord and Garrett, Reyes is a working-class El Paso teenager devoted to his family with no connections to superheroes prior to receiving his powers. He discovered the Blue Beetle Scarab on the way home from school with 2 of his best friends, Paco and Brenda, half buried in a disused lot. Reyes took the scarab home, curious as to what it might be. That night, the scarab came alive and grafted itself to the base of Jamie's spine and provided him with a suit of extraterrestrial armor, which can be modified to enhance his speed and strength, as well as to create weapons, wings, and shields. The cool thing I've always thought about the Blue Beetle is that, in a way, it kind of reminds me of, Spider-Man, yeah. But for me, it's like Spider-Man, Iron Man. But tokusatsu-wise, I would it's kind of like Guyver, or anime-wise, it's kind of like Guyver, because Guyver goes on the neck and it makes an armor. But in this case, it makes more than just the swords on the end. There's like guns and stuff like that. So, but exciting thing, that's awesome. Finally, we get to see an actual Blue Beetle coming to the big screen. You know what the exciting thing, the thing that I've always wanted DC to do, and they're actually kind of doing it in a way, is that they are actually expanding beyond what we have. And in fact, I think there was a conversation between a fan or something on Instagram in terms of, the director here, and he does say it's set in the DCU. Of course, as if you've seen my DCU Explained 2021 video, you now know how kind of complicated a DCEU really means. But it's exciting to see that because, we did see Ted Cord Industries within Batman v Superman. So there are ways that other directors can utilize the Snyderverse for their own storyline, kind of like how Kathy Yan kind of brought a bit of Snyder's Gotham City to her universe, to her own Birds of Prey and, everybody else. So everybody is able to utilize that. So it's good. I mean, that's good. It may not be Zack Snyder, pushing along, but at least all these directors can have some type of basis to come from, but still create their own project in this case. And I'm really happy they're moving forward. They're bringing new characters. They're bringing out the DC comics. They're not just like, I'm scared, I want to go back to Batman. I'm scared, I can't move forward. None of that already. Just keep moving forward. That's what is really good to see as a DC fan. I think you all would appreciate. Start building it up. Don't go backwards. Start building it up. No rebooting. Just keep building. So, I think it's great to see that the Blue Beetle is going to come out for that. Other cool things about the Blue Beetle, apparently, this comes from DC Versal. Director Angel, the director started to follow Zolo Mariduena, and Mariduena is actually Miguel from the Cobra Kai series. So that's kind of cool to see him make it this big. And this is just a theory, but coincidence? I don't know. They started following each other today of all days, and it's kind of like, well, I'm kind of wondering. I think that's our new Blue Beetle, which is a great breakout role. He does look the part. I'd say yes, do it. That would be great. I think that would be a cool. Congratulations to, I don't know if he is, but if he is, man, congratulations to him. That's awesome to see him, get a big part. And it's a big win for Latinos nowadays. I mean, just for him, Blue Beetle, Sasha, Supergirl. What's next, right? Who's next on the list of stars that are going to get big parts, big roles in DC films? All right, moving on. More DC films, apparently, because that's what everybody's talking nowadays. This is about James Gunn. Apparently, James Gunn put on his Instagram stories that he may be working on more DC projects. When asked, are you working on other projects at DC outside of Peacemaker, the Suicide Squad? Maybe just a little. One toe dipped in. That's it. That's all he said. And we're left to wondering what the heck that is. A lot of people are like, oh, is he going to do something else, another hero or whatever, which is the case. But he did share this too. James Gunn says there's a possibility that he and Margot Robbie working together again on a Harley Quinn project someday. He said that Margot and I discussed this the other day. Well, we'll have to see what happens. And I think that's related to this. It's kind of Suicide Squad-ish, but it's outside. I think what he means is outside those two movies, those two projects. I mean, it's a third project, which could probably, be with Margot Robbie. Is this our Gotham City Sirens movie we're finally going to get? Or Harley and Joker movie? Or is this something else entirely altogether? So not sure what that would exactly be. All right. Speaking about Suicide Squad, David Ayer shares another image from Suicide Squad. In fact, this is actually in the movie as well, but you can see it far away. This David Ayer shares this image right here, an up close look. This was on his Instagram stories today, and it's that weird, bubble poppy thing, and then it's like and you're wondering, well, who the heck was this guy? Why didn't I see this guy? But he was, in this shot here, he's like right here somewhere. He's one of these guards right here with these Enchantress's guards. So he was definitely in the movie. Funny for him to share that. I don't know what that means. Is he watching his own cut right now and just like throwing things out there just to knowing that everybody's going to be watching his Instagram stories and, just crying out, release the Ayer cut, release the Ayer cut indeed. All right. Since we're talking about cuts, there was a cut that we all love, and that was Batman v Superman, the Ultimate Edition. But Zack Snyder promised us a better cut of that, in which we have some IMAX restoration coming down, and I think it's like just for some of the scenes that were supposed to be in IMAX. So Scott McClellan, shout out to you. He was able to search and find these 4K remasters that are coming out available for pre-order, coming out on Tuesday, March 23rd. This is the one from Target. Love the black. That's awesome. It looks like right now it's only available on 4K, not just Blu-ray. So if you need a 4K player, go get a 4K player to watch this epicness. I don't know if this is the placeholder or is that the actual cover art for it, but that's what's being displayed also on Amazon as well. Although the Amazon box says Blu-ray on it, so it confuses everybody else. But it's also at Barnes & Noble and Walmart as well, so you can go ahead and check that out. 4K Ultra HD. The one thing I do not see on this really is it saying IMAX. It does not say IMAX Edition or anything like that. It's basically just a 4K Ultra HD Ultimate Edition, and probably will have when the scenes where you'll see the IMAX, like the nightmare vision, the screen will come up, where just like it pops up and it's like that, I think. But never know. So I'm gonna go ahead and pre-order it. Can't wait to see it, March 23rd. So that would be kind of cool. That will be the week after, the Snyder Cut gets released. So that's the physical copy there. I'll link all these in the description down below if you want to go check it out yourself and pre-order, however you want. So check that out. All right. Well, let's get into, since we're talking about Zack Snyder stuff, let's get into Zack Snyder's Justice League updates. I'm going to share this one first. This is coming from Ray Fisher, probably in response to yesterday in terms of, the article, the Vanity Fair article. This is what he had to say. Folks will be anxious to let Kevin Sugihara and Joss Whedon take the fall for everything to do with Justice League. Both have been publicly disgraced and make for easy targets. Please don't be fooled. And he names Toby Emmerich again. Like, this is the second time, I think. Toby Emmerich, Jeff Johns, and John Berg share direct responsibility, accountability for entertainment. And he's just reminding people of that because they put Toby Emmerich's name in a good light. They even have John Berg's name in a better light in that Vanity Fair article. But this is, they're direct responsible for it, and they're trying to throw these two, deservedly so, under the bus because they're not there anymore. Jeff Johns is kind of there, John Berg is there, and Toby Emmerich is definitely there. So make sure that's a reminder for you on that. All right. So the next thing, a new picture of Ben Affleck's Batman. In the nightmare future, or actually in a set, it was just a picture taking of him on probably the same box that looks like Jared Leto's Joker sat on. So he's just kind of like hanging there. Cool picture. Great. Absolutely great black and white photography. Zack Snyder, you were awesome in that. And just to make it even funnier, Aaron Bailey makes a colored art version of Joker and Batman sitting next together. They're just like sitting there together like, so how you doing, man? And guess what? We live in a society. We live in a society where we sit on boxes. I don't know, but this is cool. This is so funny to see. I almost thought it was a real because, guess what? I'm far away. I can see where the clipping is, but I didn't see the actual photo of this first. I saw this first. And I'm like, that's hilarious. Are they sitting there together? Oh, I see. Someone edited it. But that's hilarious. That's really cool. But great job, Aaron Bailey. You check out his work. He does some awesome work in editing and things like that. So it's so funny to see. All right. And now a little bit tinfoil for you. This is coming from All Things Zack Snyder. Black Canary actress Journey Smollett. She followed Zack Snyder and Jared Leto. Not surprising. I mean, she's probably a fan like the rest of us. In terms, she saw Zack Snyder's Justice League trailer. She's like, what the fuck? That's awesome. That's great. I want to follow these two. Maybe if they see me follow them, maybe they'll put me in the next movie or something. But here's a cute rumor from back in 2015, and it's just a rumor. Justice League was to introduce Black Canary for Birds of Prey movie. Rumor has it Black Canary will be featured in Zack Snyder's Justice League Part 1 before she appears in a Birds of Prey movie. Is that true? Probably not. But you never know. You never know. Back in 2015, that was supposed to happen. I don't know. Did she shoot? I probably don't think so. I don't think you'll see like her showing up. But if there's ever going to be a Justice League future in terms of Justice League 2 in the nightmare future, the ragtag team of superheroes, they need some replacements. They need some people to replace the team in the Justice League. So why not? He got Jared Leto's Joker. Maybe he enjoyed Birds of Prey. Maybe Zack said, you know what? That's cool. Yeah, we could use a Black Canary because her powers could, pretty much take out some parademons or something, right? And so we could utilize that. Or, Batman's like, we got this hero in Gotham that can do this. And so might as well pull her in, get her a job, and put her in the Zack Snyder's Justice League. Maybe even like part 2, right? Zack Snyder's Justice League part 2. Who else will show up in part 2? Hey, maybe Ryan Reynolds can still show up in part 2. It sounds like he really is excited to be in Snyder Cut somehow. And I just wanted to share this as kind of a funny thing here, that the Zack Snyder's Justice League, the official account, says, we'll still save you a seat at the virtual premiere Snyder Cut in response to that. And Ryan Reynolds says, can't wait to see it. So it's kind of funny. I know it probably means nothing, but it's kind of funny to have them say, hey, we'll save you a seat at the virtual premiere. Why? Why are you inviting Ryan Reynolds? He has nothing to do with the Snyder Cut. Does he? Does he? I don't know. It's getting a little fishy. It's just weird, the interaction there. But then again, he's Ryan Reynolds. So in any case, whatever happens, this is great marketing to see that Ryan Reynolds, fucking Ryan Reynolds, who is now really super popular because of the Deadpool franchise, right? And his Mint Mobile and all the other stuff he's doing, that, you know, him wanting to watch the Snyder Cut, his fans are going to be like, oh, what is that, Ryan? I want to see the Snyder Cut now because you want to see it. You know, he's got that influence. You know, that's great. That's great to see that influence there. I don't have the tweet pulling up, but even Zachary Levi says he can't wait. He won't miss it. He can't wait to see Snyder Cut as well. So that's kind of cool. That's great to see all these people react to the Snyder Cut this way. And it's just more publicity that we need. So that's great. That's awesome. All right, well, that is it. That's pretty much it of all the updates today. Let's get into the Ping Pong Flix members' comments and questions. I think I have a bunch to go through, so bear with me here. All right, here we go. The first one is from the last daily show. Red Coat Hanger Productions. Going to be a bit of out there comment at this time, Chris. So I remember for Legend of the Guardians, Owl City recorded the theme for it, Take to the Sky. I'm an absolute fanboy for Owl City, and seeing an Owl City song in a Zack Snyder movie based on owls is one of those extreme brain-melting moments. I found an article where Adam Young, the Owl City guy, talks about how much he loves those books and Zack's movies. I have always been curious to hear from Zack about whether that was most likely a studio thing or if he legitimately likes a song, and or Adam Young. Maybe someday I'll get that answer. Have a good one, Chris. Oh, that sounds, yeah, maybe I should ask him. But yeah, I love Owl City as well. I love his song, you know, the song he did for Wreck-It Ralph and Crudes. It's amazing, his songs. I love Owl City songs. It's really good. Hardball Entertainment. Speaking of the mystery executive possibly being Charles Roven, I recall a producer of JL, pretty sure it was Roven, once describing why the Lois and Martha scene was reshot. Apparently somebody thought Lois's crying in the original scene was too much, and they wanted Amy to convey Lois's grief being more subtle. Really? Because male feminist Whedon thinks strong female characters don't cry. I go, what? That is weird. Okay. Speaking of Hallelujah being used at the happy end before the nightmare epilogue, could we be hearing it amidst the Clark-Lois wedding? I mean, what else could the version of the song Zack's using to go with? Well, that's a good question. I don't know. That's a very good. I have no idea what that. Well, Hallelujah is a happy, but also it's also a lot of it's sad. Like I think most of the day it's a sad song, at least for me. But it's like a sad, it's supposed to be a happy moment, but it's sad. So I'm like, it still could fit the nightmare because they won, but did they? I don't know. I'm gonna be yeah, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it's a great song because it means a lot to Zack Snyder. It's Autumn's favorite song, and it means a lot to us. I'm thinking there is a chance that the big character appearance to blow everyone's minds could be Orion, one of the good new gods of New Genesis, who happens to be Darkseid's son. Plus, in Final Crisis, the reason Batman knows how to kill Darkseid with a radion bullet is Orion was shot with the one early in the story. Whether Orion dies or not, he could give the heroes the info they need, plus the emotional element of son versus father. Whoa. Aloha, Chris. Right, you are about Toby Emmerich. He's a snake lying in the grass. Stay gritty, healthy, and strong. Thank you so much, Frank Dabrowski. Geek Haven Jan 86. Hey Chris, I know Army of the Dead is its own thing, but would you like to see some Dawn of the Dead Easter eggs thrown in? I know I definitely would. Zack Snyder's Justice League merchandise update. Official pop figures have been announced. I'm sure you already know that Superman and Lois debuts today. Will it also be on HBO Max? I'm going to go ahead and put my money on Jeffrey Dean Morgan against Thomas Wayne Batman for the surprise here at the end. Whoa, that'd be pretty awesome if you've seen Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Yeah, Superman and Lois debuts today. I don't have cable TV, so I'm going to wait until it streams free tomorrow on CW, and then I'll give you my reaction or review for that. So definitely looking forward to that. It's 90 minutes. I saw the Max Fleischer suit. I was like, whoa, they actually made a live-action Max Fleischer Superman suit? That's pretty cool. Dawn of the Dead Easter? Maybe. I don't know. Imagine if they have a zombie that looks like Ving Rhames running around. Sophia Boutella cameo as maybe would be fun if Zach does a surprise that no one sees coming. I would love that too. Hamada Films refers to a comment on a previous video. The point remains the same. Yeah. Okay. I don't even know. I forgot already. I would love if the cameo is Hawkgirl. Wow. Since we're talking fan theories, I don't know if I ever shared this here, but potential spoiler alert, I think when Lois gets killed in the Batcave, she's pregnant. That's why Clark snaps. And when the heroes save the day and Bruce is sacrificed, that same baby that died with Lois in Nightmare will now be alive in the same timeline is named in honor of Bruce. Same baby, two different fates. I like that. That's pretty cool. Eric Blake agrees. 13. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All lies, Emmerich. It is stunningly obvious the majority of the scenes that were Whedon's original ideas, and that shit wasn't at all like Zack's vision. All good. 3/18/21 is so close. I truly think that the hero cameo is Martian Manhunter. Fuck Toby Emmerich. Restore the Snyderverse. Yeah, I mean, I think it's Martian Manhunter as well. How I see the DC films multiverse. Ooh. Earth O. So that's the Snyderverse, and then Earth 1, Flash, Aquaman, Shazam, all those. Earth 19 is Joker. Earth 22 is the Batman, etc. for other films. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's hard to keep track of all the Earths, really. I don't know. Unless you Google it. Lee Fusion Vision Robinson, what program do you use to edit your videos? Well, for this one, I just do StreamYard. Like if it's my other video that I did with the DCU Explained or some genre, etc., those edits, I use Movie Studio Platinum 13, although I really need to upgrade that thing. But for like a daily show like this, I just record it on StreamYard, and then I go to YouTube and I just hopefully chop out all the weird things that happen, like I'm not, the battery runs out or something like that. So that's where I go ahead and do that. What if it was Hawkgirl? Zach did speak about Thanagarians in the past, and she's a founding member of the League. Yeah, I'm still wondering if there are Thanagarians in the history lesson. So that would be pretty amazing if that actually happens. Like I said, we didn't know Granny Goodness was going to show up. So that was just a trailer or teaser. What's in the movie? What's in the movie? Okay, for the comments that are DCU on the DCU Explained video, very well put video. Well, thank you so much, Karan. It's quite a mess for the uninitiated. Yeah. Clay Cox, I love that the Blue Beetle movie and Static movie were connected. Then they had a movie together after their solo films. The movie being sort of an action comedy, I think they could have a good dynamic. Maybe even building to a sort of a young Justice team. Yeah, that could work. That would pretty much be cool. But I would like to, expand on like a Blue Beetle. Let's get I don't know, everybody like Firestorm and so on and so forth. Booster Gold, let's get them all in there. Here's how I see it: Snyderverse, Man of Steel, BVS, Wonder Woman, DCU, Studio Squad, Justice Studio Squad. Oh, I never heard that term before, but that's hilarious. Should I start using Studio Squad? I like that. Aquaman, Shazam, Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman 84, DC Black Joker. Brandon Hayes, Snyderverse rules. Nothing else matters. Snyderverse is Man of Steel, BVS, Suicide Squad, Ayer cut, Wonder Woman, Zack Snyder Justice League. If we can get a Snyderverse continuation, I'm good to go. Restore the Snyderverse, release the Ayer cut, a JL series in the vein of the animated series from the early 2000s. The way. The big question, of course, is what would the budget be for that? And the actor's schedule is clear. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the budget would be. I mean, like what would the budget be, right? So like you're thinking of like, I think if Justice League 2 was set in a desolate location because it's a nightmare world, lots of CG, it could still be like the Mandalorian. Well, Mandalorian's even more extreme. There's a lot of CG and a lot of physical elements in there. And they were still like, I think about 10 million an episode, I think. So they're still able to do that. Raised by Wolves, about 8 to 10 million an episode. So I think there is still a logical way to make a nightmare future Justice League series. And I don't think it would be too bad. I think it just is up to, like you said, the cast, how much they're willing to take away, willing to take for being in Justice League. I think it would be better if Justice League comes out as a miniseries. Yeah, I mean, it would be easier. I think a lot of people still want it as a movie because they want to be like, they just want a movie, because Zack Snyder wanted a movie. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm just saying, I'm wondering if he's looking at it as, well, it's going to be easier if I push it this way or not. That would be the likely thing. I think there's a lot of different ways he can do it, and seeing how the executives that are in charge of and the responsibility for putting out movies are not very keen on Zack Snyder's Justice League. Maybe Sarah Aubrey, and who is quoted by saying they already think the Snyder Cut is a success, they may have more faith in it than the other two. Here's to Zack giving us big time. Justice League 2 and 3 is an 8 to 10 episode season of Zack Snyder's Justice League, and then a Martian Manhunter's miniseries, a Lois Lane series, a future Batman series with Bruce Kent, and so on and so on. It's a busy Stone Quarry production, that's for sure. Like I would expect, like Martian Manhunter and Lois Lane, or all those other ones. Like it will be a Stone Quarry production, executive producer or produced by Zack Snyder and Deborah Snyder. But then it's going to be directed by somebody else. Kind of like the Army of the Dead prequel series and the animated, it's directed by somebody else. Hello, Chris. You definitely have the pulse of the DCU. I try. I mean, I'm trying to figure out in my head, and that, to me, in my opinion, is how I think it's working out right now. I think you hit the nail on the head. Also, they have just greenlit and hired a director for Blue Beetle. Yep, and I just talked about that today as well. All right. Well, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you absolutely love this daily dose of entertainment news and content, please click the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye.